Math Marauder, are you ready to begin our glorious plan to end the odious reign of the Math Avengers?
Yes, I am. I can't wait. I'll have my minions kidnap Princess Place Value. That will keep her from using her power to help the math heroes understand the 2 new ways of adding 2-digit numbers.
Well, it's finally time to train the math heroes in the last 2 ways to add 2-digit numbers.
Yes, it's been a long few weeks of training, but they've almost finished learning everything they need to know before the summer starts.
That's right, Princess Place Value. Your spells will help the maths heroes train as well as they can. Princess Place Value? Princess Place Value.
Oh no! What happened to Princess Place Value? How can the math heroes train to their very best without her help? Math heroes, I know that this is difficult, especially without Princess Place Value's help. But you can do it! Let's train! Look at this sum. 48 plus 25. I am going to show you 2 different ways to work out this sum. Okay? These are going to be the last 2 ways that you will learn to add 2-digit numbers. You're doing great. Now, the first way that we are going to look at involves, once again, partitioning. Okay? In this way, we again partition both numbers. We partition the 48 and we partition the 25. So, let's start by partitioning the 48. When you partition 48, what 2 numbers do you get? That's right, you get 40 and you get 8. 40 plus 8 gives you 48. What about the 25? When we partition the 25, what do we get? Excellent. We get 20 and we get 5. All right, now we are going to add. We're going to add the tens. 40 plus 20. 40 plus 20 is 60. We know that. Then 8 plus 5. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 8 plus 5 is 13. Now we just work out 60 plus 13. 60 plus 10, 70. 70 plus 3 is 73. There we have it. 48 plus 25 equals 73. Very good. Now, I'm going to show you a different way to work out this same sum. We already know the answer, that's fine, but I'm going to show you a different way to work it out. And this way does not involve any partitioning. Okay, so we start by writing the numbers on top of each other. We're going to write the number 48 and the number 25 underneath each other like that. The plus, you see, goes right there. I want you to notice something very important. In this way, the units are right underneath each other. You have to write them in a perfectly straight line. The 8, which is the units of the 48, and the 5, which is the units of the 25, are right underneath each other in a straight line. If I draw a line down the middle, I have the 10s on one side and the 1s on the other side. Everything exactly in its place. So on this side, there are the 10s. On this side, there are the 1s. We have the plus down here at the bottom. And here, the answer goes underneath. So, we start this time by adding the 1s. Okay? We add the 1s first. 8 plus 5. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we write the 13 underneath. Look, even the 13 has the 10s in the 10s column and the 1s in the 1s column. Everything in two beautiful straight lines. This is very important. Then we add the 10s. 40 plus 20. You have to keep in mind that these are 10s. This is not 4 plus 2. It is 40 plus 20. So the answer is 60. 40 plus 20 is 60. Very good. Now, all we have to do is add 3 plus 0 is 3. I'm running out of space down there at the bottom. I'll give my next one a bit more room so that doesn't happen. So 3 plus 0 is 3. 1 plus 6 is 7. So the answer, as we know, is 73. There we have it, just like we had before. All right, so, ladies and gentlemen, math heroes around the world, we are going to do several more sums, and we will work each one out 2 different ways. We'll work it out with the partitioning and without the partitioning. When it comes time for you to do your own work, choose the way that works best for you, just as we have been doing. Okay? As always, the reason we are learning all of these ways to add is so that you can pick the way that works best for you. So that soon you will be able to work all of these sums out in your head. You won't need to write anything down because your brain will be working everything out for you. All right? So, get ready. Here comes the next sum. Here it is. Write this sum on your whiteboard. 47 plus 36. We are going to work out this sum both ways. Okay? we will start with the partitioning. So, 47 plus 36. We partition both numbers for this, remember. Let's start with partitioning the 47. How do we partition 47? Very good. 40 plus 7. Then we partition the 36. How do we partition 36? Good. 30 plus 6. Notice, ladies and gentlemen, that everything is underneath each other in its place. The 4 and the 3 are right under each other. The zeros are right under each other. The pluses are right under each other. And the ones are right under each other. When you write these sums on your whiteboard, it's important that you write them correctly. Nice straight lines so you know what you're doing. So, now we add the tens. 40 plus 30. 40, 50, 60, 70. Seven plus 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Again! 13. Now we add these together. 70 plus 13. 70 plus 10 is 80. Plus 3 is 83. Very good. So 47 plus 36 is 83. Okay. Now, let's work out this same sum using the other method. Okay? So rub your whiteboards and get ready to work out the same sum using the other method. Okay? Rub it! Now, we're going to work out 47 plus 36 using the other method. Now remember, with the second method, there is no partitioning. Okay? So, we start by writing our first number, 47. Underneath it, perfectly straight line, remember, 10's in the correct place and 1's in the correct place, we write 36. There we go. If I draw a line down the middle of the sum, I can see the 10's are right under each other and the 1's are right under each other. This is important, ladies and gentlemen. Everything where it belongs. Okay, we have our plus right there on the side. Make sure that when you write this on your whiteboard, okay, you should have already written it on your whiteboard. If you haven't, do it now. Make sure that everything is in a perfectly straight line, right under each other, right where it belongs. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we plus the 1's. In this method, we plus the 1's first. It's the only one that we've done so far where we plus the 1's first. 7 plus 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Here we go. 13. And even when we write 13, the 1 in the 13 is under the 10's. The 3 in the 13 is under the 1's. Everything where it belongs. 40 plus 30. Remember, this is not 4 plus 3. It's 40 plus 30. Keep that in mind. 40, 50, 60, 70. There we go. Now, all we need to do is plus straight up and down in a straight line. 3 plus 0 is 3. 1 plus 7 is 8. And again, we get to our answer of 83. There we have it. Okay, 47 plus 36 is 83. All right, here comes another one. All right, this time you're going to work out each method a little bit ahead of me. Okay, so the sum is 32 plus 55. Write it on your whiteboard. 32 plus 55. All right, we will start with the first method, where we partition both numbers. So start with partitioning the 32. Partition the 32 and write it on your whiteboard. Do it now. Okay, to partition the 32, we write 30 plus 2. Now, we partition the 55. Go ahead and partition the 55. Remember, when you write it, put it in its proper place, under the 30 plus 2, everything where it belongs. Very good. To partition the 55, we write 50 plus 5. Everything underneath each other. The 3 in the 5s right underneath each other. The 2 zeros right underneath each other. The pluses right underneath each other. The units right underneath each other. Everything in perfectly straight lines up and down. Okay, now add the tens. Very good. 30 plus 50 is 80. Add the ones. Five plus 2 is 7. So, our answer is? Excellent. 87. Nicely done. Now let's try it the other way. Remember, for this method, we are not partitioning. Okay? It's the only method we've used in quite some time where we're not partitioning. Start by writing the first number. Write 32 on your whiteboard. There we are. That was easy. Now, you write the second number right underneath the first. Remember our perfectly straight lines. Very good. The 55 must be right under the 32. 2 perfectly straight columns. Okay. Now, Remember, in this method, we start with adding the ones. So, add the ones. Yes, you're right. 5 plus 2 is 7. But where do you put it? Do you put the 7 on this side or do you put it on that side? Good. 7 is a 1. All right, if you put it on this side, you are saying that the number is 70. 7 tens. 7 is 7 ones. So it goes on this side, right underneath the 2 and the 5, staying in our straight line of ones. Very good. Now add the tens. Good. 30 plus 50 is 80. And we write that here. Now, we leave a space there because there's nothing here. There's 0 tens in the number 7. So we leave that space right there. Okay, now add the ones, add the tens. See what you get. Very good. 7 plus 0 is 7. 0 plus 8 is 8. And we end up with 87! We're not really surprised, are we? You're doing great, math heroes! Princess Place Value will be so proud of you! Wherever she is.
I know where your precious Princess Place Value is.
Who are you?
I am the Math Magician, and I will destroy you and your stupid band of math heroes, but I will do it without that ridiculous Mathador and that miserable Math Marauder. They have kidnapped your princess, but I know where she is. I'm sending you her coordinates so you can go rescue her.
Thank you, Math Magician!
Do not thank me. The next time you meet, I will destroy you.
Math heroes, let's go and rescue the princess! Come on! Let's go! We're coming, Princess Place Value! Come on, we're almost there! Hurry up! Yeah! Come on! Let's go, Math Heroes! Great job, guys! We did it!
Thank you, Math Heroes.
Now we can finish our training. Look at this sum here. 17 plus 34. I want you to write that sum on your whiteboard and choose which method you want to use to work it out. Either the first method we learned today, where you partition both numbers, or the second method where you write them underneath each other. You choose which one works best for you. Okay? Ready? On your mark. Get set. Go! Well done, math heroes. Now remember, it doesn't matter which method you chose. It's whichever method works best for you. Now, I am going to go through both methods. When I get to the one that you chose, follow and check your work. So, I'm just going to draw a line down the middle of the whiteboard. On this side, we'll work out method 1. On this side, we'll work out method 2. So, let's start with method 1, the one where we partition both numbers. So we start by partitioning the 17. 10 plus 7. Then we partition the 34. 30 plus 4. Then we add 7 plus 4. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Plus 30. 40. 40 plus 11. 40 plus 10 is 50, plus 1 is 51. There we go. All right, if you chose that method, this is what your work should look like. Now, let's look at the second method for 17 plus 34. In this one, remember, we are not partitioning. So if you chose the second method, first we write the 17, and then right underneath it we write the 34 with a lovely plus next to it. This is what your sum should look like if you have chosen the second method, with everything in perfectly straight lines. Next, we add the ones. 7 plus 4. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Even when we write the answer, the 11, the tens underneath the tens, the ones underneath the ones. Then we plus the tens. Remember, this is not 1 plus 3. It is 10 plus 30. Same as it is over here. 10 plus 30 is 40. Once you have set it up like that, with everything in perfectly straight lines and everything where it belongs, all you need to do is add. 1 plus 0 is 1. 10 plus 40 is 50. So the answer is 51. So if you chose this method, that's what your sum should look like. Okay? Let's do one more. All right, math heroes, here is your last sum. 56 plus 37. Just like we did before, choose the method that you want to use to work this out. It is your choice. Whichever one makes the most sense to you. Remember, not everybody thinks the same way. So for some people, the first method will be the best one. And for some people, the second method will be the best one. Doesn't matter which one you choose, just as long as the one that you choose works best for you. Also, I want to remind you, as I have been doing, that if you need to use your number square to help you add the tens or to help you add the ones, you may do so. It is up to you, as long as you understand what you are doing. Okay? So, 56 plus 37, write it on your whiteboard. Choose one of the two methods and work it out now. Good. Now, as I did before, I am going to work it out both ways. All right? Follow along when I do the method that you chose so that you can check your work. I'm going to draw a nice straight line down the middle. Just as I did before, I will work out method 1 on this side and method 2 on this side. Okay? Just as I did before. So let's start with method 1. In this method, remember, we partition both numbers, just as we have been doing. 56. We start by partitioning the 56 into 50 plus 6. Then we partition the 37 into 30 plus 7. Then we add 50 plus 30. 50, 60, 70, 80. 6 plus 7. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Then we add them together. 80 plus 13. 80 plus 10 is 90. 90 plus 3 is 93. There we have it. If you chose the first method, this is what your whiteboard should look like. Now let's look at the second method. Remember, for the second method, we do not partition. For the second method, we write the numbers underneath each other, nice and neatly. We start with the 56. Right underneath, we write the 37 with a lovely plus in between. Now, again, with this method, we are starting with the ones and not with the tens. 6 plus 7. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we write our 13. Again, notice everything in a nice straight line. In the number 13, the tens digit is right underneath the tens. The ones digit is right underneath the ones. Everything in a straight line. Now, we plus the tens. 50 plus 30. 50 plus 30 is 80. So we need an 8 and a 0. Make sure that you're plussing in tens for that, not in ones. So, once we have written everything where it belongs, all we need to do is add. 3 plus 0 is 3. 10 plus 80 is 90. So our answer is 93, just as it was before. Amazing, math heroes! Now, do activity book 2C, page 30, and post it to your portfolio. We learned 2 new ways to add 2 two-digit numbers, and we rescued Princess Place Value. That math magician sure is scary, though. I wonder what he'll do next.
How did the math magician find out where the princess was? It's not fair.
Courses be on him, and on his little dog too. I think we should watch him for a while. He must have a weakness somewhere, yeah?
True. And when we find it, we shall strike.